Hello everybody, welcome to the channel Taking the Bathroom. The bathroom is on the place you can place your gadgets in peace. On this channel we do product reviews and also some tutorials. If you want to support the channel, you can check out my ebook. Oh, I don't have it right here because I'm live. www.man has set himself on fire. So let's just take some time to let everyone come in. Good Friday to everyone. Y'all know that I come live sporadically, but I woke up this morning and I seen that I reached 17,000 subscribers. So I wanted to come live and chalk it up with you guys and say thank you. Also talk a little bit about hotspots or whatever. So let me go ahead and pull up my YouTube, make sure that I'm live on YouTube. Now, this live version that I'm using of YouTube, I believe it just came out of the beta stage, so hopefully we don't have any problems with it. Okay, it just came out the beta stage, so hopefully we don't have any problems with it. All right, so yes, I'm live on YouTube now. I can see that on my page. Hello hippie girl, hello King Dose, what's up Marcus Bell? A happy Friday to all of y'all. Thank you King Dose, man, I appreciate that a lot. No do-rag on today, as you can tell. Gotta wash my hair tonight, so. All right, thank you, Adrian. Where we at? 19 watching. Let's let a couple more people come in. And yes, once again, thank you everyone for your support. What's up, Fire Stick? Thank everyone for your support. I believe it was last week I hit the 500 mark, so I have over 500 videos uploaded. How you doing, Miss Honeybee? I'm reading the chat, y'all. James, how you doing? Hot 69, Secret Agent, Donald D Nice. What's up? So yeah, as I was saying last week, I believe it was, I hit over 500 videos uploaded. Now, to be honest, I had way more videos than that uploaded, but during the whole debacle with the copyright stuff or whatever, I took down like a lot of videos. Then you guys know at one time I was doing like a whole bunch of IPTV videos, and then YouTube started cracking down on those type of videos. And to be honest, the appeals that I won, every appeal that I filed on behalf of a copyrighted video, I won, except for one appeal. I didn't appeal it. What I did was I negotiated with the person that put the copyright claim on me. I negotiated with them. I took the video down or something like that, and you know, they withdrew the strike. Now that brings me to something else before I get into the subject matter. What's up, Harold? What's up, James? And before I get into the subject matter, is that YouTube is coming out with a new policy. Now, this is good for you vloggers out there, you that's considering vlogging. So no longer will they allow people to put a manual strike, or I ain't gonna say strike, a manual copyright claim on your video. Thank you for the super chat, Hot 69. Thank you for the super chat. No longer will they allow people to put a manual strike or claim for music. Because what was happening is that a lot of people just was going around and looking for videos, and even if you're in the gym and it's playing in the background, no matter how long or short that segment was, they was claiming like all of the revenue from that copyrighted music, you know. So let's say if I made up a song, Tech in the Bathroom song, if you played even for 30 seconds and your video is like 30 minutes long and you got 10 ads up in there and it's a popular video, all of that revenue went to me. So that's a good thing that YouTube is doing that, man. They realized that people was abusing the manual copyright as it relates to music. Now, they still do advise that you don't use any copyrighted music in your videos, no matter, you know, how short or the duration of the video or the music is in the video. They still recommend that you don't do it because they still have that the algorithm that's going to be able to find. And a lot of these studios, whenever they artists produce music, they put these digital signatures on there, and the algorithm still can find it, and so you still can get a claim, a copyright claim on those particular videos. But the new editing tool now, if if someone was to do it manually, I said that they was doing away with it manual. I misspoke. They're limiting. They are severely limiting how they do it manual. So if they go in and they do it manual, they got to put a timestamp saying, "Hey, this is where it's at," or whatever. And then, if I'm assuming if they make so many claims that YouTube is going to is going to ban their account. So that's something good, man, because if they put a timestamp, the new editing tool, you can go right in there, find that on the timestamp in that video, and the editing tool would allow you to take that music out of that. It's sort of been around for a minute. Thank you, Blackbird. What's up, Pen? Sort of been around for a minute, but I wanted to share that before we get into it. I know it's Friday. It's 12:25 Central Time for me. So some people on lunch break, some people, going back, getting ready to go back. If you got a 30-minute break, they're getting ready to go back. You got an hour break. You got 30 more minutes to listen to me. What's up, D Johnson? So, all right. So we got 34 people here. Let's begin. I just thought that was awesome news, though, about the copyright thing. You guys know I like to read. I like to keep up with YouTube and everything. So yes, we done it. We reached 17,000 subs, and I'm rambling a little bit. Over 500 videos uploaded, 17,000 subs. So what's next for the channel? What will we do next? I really been seeing a lot of movement. These are hotspots, guys. These are the smaller hotspots I have. I have like the bigger ones, like the home base, like the Roger and the at&t, what I call it, at&t home base, the ZTE. I've been seeing like a lot of progress with people making with these hotspots. This is the first gen of the Velocity. This is the free T-Mobile one right here. If you haven't seen that video that I did, T-Mobile versus at&t, go ahead and check that out. And I'm going to discuss some things about the drama that's been apparently surrounding me when it comes down to hotspots. I'm going to address that. I'm really not the person to do like internet mess or whatever. At least not on my personal page, because this is I'm a brand. This is the Velocity 2 right here. And this is the Me Fire right there. So you have a lot of choices when it comes down to the hotspot. It's not a particular hotspot. When people are like, oh, game changers or whatever, it's not a particular hotspot. Now, I'm going to name drop, and simply because, how can I put this? That there was an issue surrounding the word game changer and hotspots. Now let me educate y'all, and then we're gonna get into some Q&A. Educate y'all. So the game changer, hotspot's been around for years. I work in a corporate business. We have had subscriptions to hotspots because it's you need that when you're traveling, you're doing presentations, all right? But we always was limited to the amount of gigs we use and stuff like that. Even had hotspots in our hotspot cards in our laptops, So yes, hotspots been around for years. But super that brought to our attention was how the RV community was using the hotspots, and they had a method to where they was able to get unlimited hotspots using this enterprise data, as I've been told in my research, or grandfathered in data the at&t had, and they was getting unlimited, unthrottled, uncapped. So super that brought that to our attention, and of course I jumped on it and I began to study it. I began to buy different hotspots, big, small, or whatever. I began to test them. I began to go in there and see what made them work. I started researching different router settings and stuff like that. The whole shebang, guys. I really wanted to know why some hotspots work better using this particular method than others. I wanted to know, what was the big deal with a IMEI number. I wanted to know what's the difference between this megahertz and that megahertz, or this band and that band. Why some hotspots would work for me, some wouldn't. Initially I spent like $500 just on different hotspots, and then I activate all of them. So truth be told, in a couple of months period of time, I had spent like $700 just testing this stuff out. And then once I put everything together, I made a video about it, and I was like, hey guys, you can sell this. You actually can resell this product, and it can be beneficiary to your family members or yourself. You can save you money. And I was like, hey, this is the process that I went through, this all the time, the effort and the money that I spent. If you want it, if you want this process, this, you know, I already put together a process, you can go ahead and give me a $25 donation. I send you the video. And shout out to you guys, man. A lot of you guys have brought it. A lot of you guys have become my students, and some of you guys have graduated from student to becoming my teacher. So shout out to you guys that took the bull by the horns and became your own boss. So that's how we get to where we at now. That's how we get to the video that I asked for a donation for. That's how we get to the name Game Changer. It's not a Pacific hotspot. So fast forward a few weeks ago, I moved my daughter into her apartment, and Bo Knows had a show on. And Bo Knows was on the show, and prior to that show, I think that was like a Monday or Tuesday. Prior to that show, that Friday, Silverdale had his show, and he had, like, I want to say at least 30 minutes or 20 minutes just ripping me. Yeah, taking a bath. You know how the team do. You know how we do. Taking a bath, coming out with another hotspot video. You know, it's like they just started ripping into me. Yeah, hotspots here. You get a hotspot. You get a hotspot. Because I really been pushing these videos out. You already know my motto: as I learn, I share, right? And so they ripped off into me. I wasn't on that show, but I was watching it. And if you go back, I wish I had that show. If you go back and you watch the show, I was in the chat session, and I was eating some crabs and stuff with my wife, just enjoying the evening, and I was cracking up laughing because they was giving it to me, guys. So fast forward, I just had my daughter moved in her apartment, so I'm sitting down catching Bo's show, and Dad was on there, and they was talking, and I was like, well, I'm about to leave, and it was like, yeah, something. I was like, yeah, because I don't want y'all to do a 4-hour show on me on my hotspots or whatever. Now, needless to say, that is that I didn't know that Lee had did a show about hotspots. Like, I was completely dumbfounded or whatever. So see what they were like, shots taken, shots fired. And the next day we was in Hangouts, and they was like, yeah, man, so what was up with he was like, what was up with the hotspot thing? Or he was like, oh, so you seen the video Lee did? Like, man, I had no idea Lee did a video. He was like, well, when you said do a 4-hour video, I thought that you were referring to Lee. I said, man, I didn't know Lee did a video, and to this day I haven't watched it. So Jug had a show, and apparently Lee was on the show, and you know, they addressed it or whatever. So when it brought to my attention, again, I'm a brand, I usually don't now, I'm quick to do a show on the comment, because I feel like if you make a comment on my YouTube page, you know, hey, I'm going to address that. I try not to delete comments off my YouTube page, because I'm not a dictator. I want people to have freedom of thought, freedom of opinion, unless you're threatening bodily harm, or you just like over the top outrageous, or if I'm having a bad day. I'm human. So I really don't address things like this on my show or on my channel. So what I did was I didn't have Lee information, so I emailed Jug and asked Jug to put us in contact. Shout out to Jug, man. Juggernaut, man, great guy. And so sure enough, Jug put, you know, forward the email to Lee. Lee emailed me. Me and Lee talk it up, and I was like, well, here it is, the same way I explained it to you guys. And he was like, well, I really never heard of you doing this or whatever. I still haven't watched his method of what he's talking about or whatever, but I'm pretty confident we pretty much hashed that out. So that's a non-issue as it relates to me and Lee with hotspots. What I'm told is that Lee was talking about a Pacific hotspot and a Pacific, I guess, T-Mobile or something like that. And that's not really what I'm saying. What's up, D-Root? What's up, Soul Bro? Bro, that's not really what I'm saying whenever I'm saying game changer, guys. I'm not talking about a Pacific hotspot. I'm talking about the method that we use. And if you have something else that works for you, My golly, don't give that up. So go ahead and like this video, man. Share this video while we live. The more likes that we get, the more people YouTube invite over. We got 50 in here, man. I'm blessed to have 49, 50 people up in here on a Friday, so it's very good. So that's good, man, that you guys are here. So that's the whole story with Lee and me and the Hotspot, man. Shout out to them. They do a great job. Lee and Juggernaut, they do a great job over there. I seen that Dell did a show, I think last week. When it comes down to subscribers, guys, I feel like everyone is not for you. And I'm only can talk about myself because some of you guys out there send me emails and you like, hey Tech, you seeing what this person is doing? Hey Tech, you seeing what that person is doing on their platform? And either I don't respond, if I do respond, it's usually something corny or something a little cocky, like, well, that's their platform or that's their prerogative or whatever. And the reason why I said it is because I'm a firm believer that if someone have their own platform, then he or she have the right to put out whatever information they want to put out on their platform. It's up for you as an individual. Like we tell you guys, educate yourself. It's up for you as an individual to do the research. I tell people all the time, look, the things that I did, like that video that I asked $25 for, you can go ahead and you can do the same thing without paying the $25. To be honest, if you go back and you watch my videos that I have on Hotspots, if you watch all of my videos, you can put 2 and 2 together and you don't have to pay the $25. You know, you can basically have everything at your fingertip. It's just going to take you some time, like it took me some time. You basically can find everything out for free except for my case study. And the reason why I say except for my case studies is because I use different hotspots, and in the video I give you my opinion based on the study that I had dealing with these hotspots. Like you know, you're not gonna find anyone on YouTube that's gonna have that information. That is specific to me because I did a specific process over a certain length of time. Now my methods, look at that, making up words. My methods might not have been the most scientific methods to use, but it gives me enough data and enough information from that methods to go ahead and have confidence in that. And if anybody out there in the chat that has brought the video, guys, I appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, or tell the people, you know, if it have helped you. I have people, man, right now that's making at least $6 grand. I'm gonna say it again, making at least $6 grand a month. They watched the video, they took the initiative, they went out there and they charged people a fee, right? And then they couple it with selling IPTV, so they're selling a hotspot with IPTV. And what they're doing is every month when the IPTV is due, boom, they pay the internet bill. And that's simple, especially for older people, man. It's simple as possible. Look, here's your internet, because typically older people, I'm giving you the tips now, we're getting into it now. Typically older people, they don't want all that hoopla, and they're not power users. So if you're getting 50 up and 20 down, I mean with 20 down and 15 or something up, it's perfect for like an older person. But you know, to be honest, on average in my house, it depends the location you're in. On average in my house, I get anywhere between 20 to 30 in congested times. And I have a video, I talk about that on the T-Mobile, you know, how the network management work, not throttling, but network management work. And you know, in non-congested times, I get anywhere from like 60, 70 in my house. Now just right across town, and you know, in non-congested network time, I can get 111 down on my MiFi. So it just depends on where you live at, location. I think I seen Marcus say, yep, there's no need to be politically correct based on how your hotspot is going to work, and all that matters if it's working for you. Yeah, I mean, if it's working for you, man, work for you. Kendo says 20 down, 50 up, still good speeds. Yes, I mean, it just depends. It's like anything, it just depends what you need it for, guys. What you need it for. And the reason why I target older people is because they're usually on the fixed income, and if you can go in and you can provide cable for them, live TV for them, because typically younger people are getting away from live TV. but they still need their sports. So they're adapting to like apps, you know. So they like stream like Netflix, Hulu, and then when they need like things like college games, football games, they might have like ESPN or something like that. So that's just something for you guys to, you know, keep in mind, that as you build out, you're targeting your population with these hotspots. You might want to start looking at older people because they still watch live TV. When I say older people, I would say the demographic, anyone from 40 on up, you know, and 40 would be like the cutoff, because like people that's 35 or whatever, they you know, they hip with it. You know, they with the app thing, they with the Netflix or whatever, Netflix babies. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I'm trying to see if I miss any questions. So yeah, if I had to give you a tip, that's number one. Target older people. Another tip I would give you is, don't be afraid to get into these settings, man. Each one of these hotspots have different settings. Don't be afraid to just go into these hotspots and get into the settings and tweak it out. I have videos. All you got to do is go to my channel, go to my videos, and look at the titles, and free of charge you can find like I did a video of how to sell what it was, IMEI on the internet or on eBay or whatever. Like I literally showed you how you can get that number, which people charge you for. Like people charge you for a good number. I show you how you can get it for free and how you can resell it. That's a free video that's on my channel that hey, if you can't afford the $25 video, go ahead, watch that video, take the initiative, boom, go on eBay or sell it. I know Uno, he in Telegram, like he sell those IMEI numbers, you know. So what you got, son? You can't borrow no money because you don't have a job. How you gonna borrow money if you don't have a job? And I ain't got no cash. Yeah, you can whatever you find, son, you can have it. I apologize, y'all. I digress. He want to borrow money, but he ain't got no job. How you borrow money and you ain't got no job? Say, hey, give me some money. D Johnson, hey Tate, would an antenna help your speeds on a hotspot? Excellent question. Yes and no. Yes and no, guys. And the reason why I say yes and no is because what happened is if you have a weak signal, right, and you put an antenna on there, quite naturally, it theoretically is going to boost your dBs. It's going to boost your signal. You should get more bars. It just depends on, you know, what antenna you have. And that's another thing too. When you buy an antenna, guys, look at the dBs. You know, don't buy an antenna that might have 2 dBs or whatever, and you only getting 1 bar in a certain spot of your house. You want to get to like 7 or 11 or whatever they offer. You know, you want to get the most dBs as possible to really help strengthen your signal. All right, so D Johnson, so your signal weak, so you go from 1 bar, you hook up the antenna, then you go to 3 bars. Quite naturally, your speed is going to be faster because you just increase your signal strength to that tower. However, if you have 4 bars, right, and you're getting 30, let's say you're getting 60 down, 30 up, and you hook up the antenna and you might go to 5 bars, you're probably still gonna be around that 30 and whatever down and up. You know, you're 50 down and 30 up or whatever. You know, you're still gonna be around the same amount because there's certain frequencies and windows, and once you're on that channel, like it's only so much that it can do. Thank you again for another super chat, Hot 69 secret agent. It's only so much that the antenna can do for you at that point. So just keep that in mind, guys, is that yes and no. If you have good speeds, it probably wouldn't help you. Let me put it like this: if you already have a strong signal, even though it's not all the way up, it probably would not help you get better speeds. But if you have a really low signal, then yes, as it strengthens your signal, it will help you. So I tell people primarily no, because the main thing for antennas. And the reason why I tell people primary no, because they're asking the question from the premise of I have low speeds, right? Half of them not even looking at their signal strength. They're just saying that they have low speeds. And so what I tell them is that, you know, change your IME number, go into your settings and change the channel that you're on, change the frequency you're on, your megahertz, you know. And that's why it's so important to know what type of hotspot you're getting, because some hotspots are only 2G. That's only some hotspots that's 2 gigahertz. And if you don't know the difference between 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz, then that's important. The 2.4 gigahertz is going to give you a larger range, right? So the signal is going to go farther, but it's also going to be longer. I tell people it's like this. Get a little nerdy. It's like this. If you're running a 100-yard dash, right? You're gonna run a 100-yard dash faster than you will run a mile, right? It's a shorter distance. So the 2.4 gigahertz, it travels farther. It's what we call it penetrating signal, but the speeds are lower. 5 megahertz, the frequencies are higher. So it's a shorter distance that it travels. But because it's traveling a shorter distance, it's moving faster. I'm moving faster when I run a 100-yard dash than I am moving if I have to run a mile. So, and then you get into like pings and jitters, you know, ping, how long it takes for that signal to return to me. That's indicative of how far the data is traveling and coming back. So the lower the ping time, the jitter time or whatever, usually the faster the speeds. D nice facts there. Sorry, wrong person. All right, I don't know what's going on. Why is it so hard to get people to break from Netflix? And I tell them I got stuff that blows Netflix out of the water. It's not easy on this. Giorgio, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. And the reason why I say it's hard to break people from Netflix is that people, look, we are creatures of habits. We are creatures of habits. And here's the thing. Remember to another point of selling IPTV, selling hotspots is that I recommend, just as Super Dad has told you guys in the past, that you go to barbershops and you set up in the barbershop. You hook up the internet in the barbershop, because most barbershops that have Wi-Fi, you know, it's not great because usually they get charged commercial barbershops and salons. And some of them is private because they don't have a lot of bandwidth, but their customers can't log on to it. Well, you go ahead and you bring that up in there, and I would recommend that you bring like a home base that could connect 20 people or more. You go ahead and you connect with them, have them people sign on it, and if they like it, then they like it. They're creatures of habit, so you got to take the initiative. You're gonna have to. What I do is I have one hotspot that I just pass around my church. I have a hotspot and I have a small Android box that's preloaded with double agent on there. All right. And what I do is after church, everybody get it. The people that want it, they get it for a week. Uno Nice, what's up? Man, you know I'm gonna give you the plug. And you know, I go from house to house every week, bring it back to church every week. And now you don't bring it back to church, you know, we have an issue. I had to get on the pulpit and address the situation. But no, all jokes aside, I have them passing around because again, it's location. I have people in the church that I have one female in the church that at&t just came out to the area. She have at&t phone. Her speeds are horrible. And so when she try to watch IPTV at her house, she like, look, I can't watch it because it keep buffering. So here's another tip. So what I do is, I told her my situation when I first got it. I had bad speeds, and I have an at&t phone with unlimited data plan. So I called at&t and I told them, hey, in my home, listen to this, guys, because how many of y'all do this? When you're at home, the first thing you do is you log on to your Wi-Fi. Most of us are not on data, our cellular data, when we're in our home. But when I got this method right here, I wanted to know, you know, why I wasn't getting good speeds on my hotspots. Well, I wasn't getting good speeds on my cell phone data either. So I called at&t and they said, well, I had an outage or something was wrong with the cell towers in my area. So I waited a couple of weeks or whatever for them to fix that. And then once it was fixed, I still had bad speeds. So I called them. This went back and forth for like 2 months trying to figure out the problem. So one day I finally got in touch with someone, and they was able to direct me to the tech department. And then the tech department, the guy was like, yeah man, we hate to lose you, you know, unfortunately, you know, we're not getting to you. He said, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can get a tech and see if they can turn the antenna towards you. Now guys, I'm working on a project, and I'm gonna be talking more about antennas and access points and stuff hopefully in the near future. But I did not know that they can turn the antenna towards you, and they could. Basically, when you see those big towers in your community, you see all the different antennas, there's different companies that's renting or leasing space on those towers, and they're pointing their antennas or the access points, they're turning towards a certain range, right? So let's say at&t got 2 antennas on a tower in my community. Those towers can have different fields of view at different degrees. So it might have like a 90-degree radius or whatever. Let's just take 90 degrees to when the beam come out and it hit 90 degrees. I can just be on the edge of that. I'm not in direct line of that beam. I'm getting that residual data. I'm not getting the full strength of that data. So they literally can send a tech out there, have somebody climb up that antenna and turn it a little towards you. Boom. I went on vacation, I came back, my speeds went from like 0.58 to like 30 on up. You know, I told you my speeds. So they definitely can do that, guys. They don't want to do that because they got to pay somebody to do that, but they definitely can do that. And you can always bring up is that, hey, I'm not being throttled, because the first thing they're going to say is that you use your data and you get in throttle. Hey, I'm not being throttled, right? It's the best time to call is when you just paid your bill and you completed your cycle. I'm not being throttled, and I'm still not getting the speeds that I should get. Man, so I told her to do that. But so she did that. They still haven't turned the antenna towards her. But she said, I don't want the cable anyway. I just watch Netflix. I can watch Netflix with it, and my kids, hear this, my kids can play Fortnite. So she got my hotspot, even though she don't have great speeds, but she just needed for Netflix and Fortnite for a kid to play Fortnite on it, which kind of surprising to me that they can play Fortnite on the internet, but she couldn't watch IPTV. So I don't know. Maybe there's some bandwidth adjusting going on with Fortnite. I know that Netflix adjusts your bandwidth, such as YouTube and all of that too, so you can play with lower megabits. Jojo, the best advertising is making flyers and go to the malls and put them on people windshields, or go to games in your cities and put them on car windshields. So I agree with that, and I disagree with that. One of the things I would say is that's definitely a method to get your name out. There's no substitute. That's not a commercial. That's not a flyer. That's not a radio spot that will or ad buy that will ever substitute word of mouth. So all of those things that you just said, Giorgio, I totally agree, and use that in conjunction with word of mouth. There's no substitute. So when you out there passing out flyers, shake hands. And be careful when you go pass out flyers too. Have permission. In the past, y'all know hustling is the skill. In the past, guys, I have done that. I have been to shopping centers and stuff and got ran off for a couple of properties because I didn't have the permission of the manager, you know. So make sure that you're careful when you're doing that. And you also don't want to be a nuisance. You don't want to have 1,000 flyers flying around the parking lot with your information, either your private information, email and cell phone numbers on there, or your business information, emails and cell phones on there. Because trust me, if you got 1,000 flyers or a bunch of flyers in that parking lot, they can basically they can charge you for cleanup. They can literally hire somebody and then charge you for cleanup, you know, if you don't have their permission. So just be careful with that. But yeah, that's definitely, use all avenues, use all tools available. So target older people initially, and you can target young people, but if you couple it with IPTV, the seller is going to be the TV and the cable. So you won't believe when you tell people that, hey, you can get free pay-per-view, you can get your NFL, you can get your NBA, you can get your baseball, your hockey, or whatever your IPTV service offer, whatever IPTV service you deal with. If you tell them that they can get all of that and plus internet, boom, that's the seller, guys. That's the seller. So if you couple it with that, then old people couple it with IPTV is gonna broaden your horizon per se. Gonna allow more people to be at your disposal. Also, if you're having trouble getting speeds, don't be afraid to mess with the settings. Don't be afraid to call AT&T. Don't call AT&T about your hotspot, because the method we use, the cell tower was not even saying this hotspot. The cell tower was, and I said it in my video, the cell tower was saying that this is another device. They think that this is another device. So don't call them about your hotspot. That's why I tell people, if you're gonna do this method right here, if you want to know if it's going to work in your area, get someone with an AT&T phone to see if you are in the AT&T area. Have them go to AT&T speed test or fast.com and see what your speeds are. If you're getting more than 15 megabytes in a network managed time or network congestion time, and I would say anywhere from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., I would say about 4 o'clock. 4 p.m. is usually where you're going to get a lot of congestion, because the kids getting off from school, they jumping on Netflix, they jumping on Fortnite and all of that. So that's really, you really want to kind of judge it in those high volume times, so you can see, hey, at the worst time, when they got a lot of people on the network, what are my speeds? So you go ahead and you do that. If you have an AT&T phone, you have data with them, and you're not getting good speeds, man, pick up the phone and do what I tell them, and say, look, do what I told them. Say, look, I'm not getting good speeds, I need you to turn the antenna towards me. And of course they're going to resist, and they're going to play like, well, I never heard of that being done. To be like, yes, it can be done. I know someone that have gotten it done before, or I know people that got it done before. It's just about getting in touch with the right department. In my case, it was the tech department. When I say tech department, I'm not talking about the tech department that go ahead and just tell you to reset your phone, you know, because they did all of that. They had me reset my phone. They took me off the network temporarily, put me back on the network just to see if I was able to reconnect at a high speed, and none of that worked. And then finally, they went ahead with that process and had someone go out there and turn the antenna towards me. It's just a matter of a couple of degrees. Hey, Hot 69, man, thank you again for another super chat. And Giorgio, thank you again for another super chat. I appreciate all of the love, man. I appreciate all the love. Giorgio said, Tech, will this work in Canada? I don't believe Canada have AT&T. So no, it will not. It will not work in Canada. It will not work in Canada because I don't believe they have AT&T. All right, guys. So I have another tip. If you're not getting speeds, or a lot of times when people do, they buy the video and they're like, man, tech. I did everything you said, but I'm not getting any internet whatsoever out of there. 99.9% of the time, if you buy a hotspot that's unlocked or AT&T compatible, and in the video I tell you guys exactly how to look for hotspots, how to find what bands you need or whatever. If you buy those things and you're not getting internet, 99.9% of the time, you got to go in there and change the APN. Got to go in there and change the APN. And so it's a simple process to change the APN. It just depends on your hotspot. You sign into your hotspot. Like when I say sign in, I mean like you connect to that Wi-Fi, and of course they're gonna say that you can't go to. Gonna try to go to the internet. They're gonna say that you can't go to the internet. But most of them, whether it's on the box or whether it's inside of the case, it's gonna have a website for you to manage. What's up, Angelo, man? It's gonna have a website for you to manage your hotspot. It's just like when they come set up your cable or your internet at your house, and you see them in your router. It's just like logging into their router, and you just find the specific settings. Every hotspot difference, but you find where you got the APN. You select new APN, and you just type in, you name the APN, AT&T broadband, and then when it say APN when it say profile, you put AT&T broadband, and when you see APN, then you just type in broadband, small letters, and then save, and then you're going to get get some internet. I'd have done it 100 times with my students. So that's one thing. I don't have to do that for a family member. They got harbor speeds. I may have to do that for a family member. They get harbor speeds in the area for T-Mobile. And I want to talk about T-Mobile also. So this is a hotspot, and I did the video comparison of T-Mobile and at&t, my MiFi. And so one of the things I noticed about T-Mobile is that they just got this new band. What band is it? Is the band 17? God, I should know this. I think this new band. This is why they're doing the test drive. Is they're trying out this new band, and the new band's supposed to be awesome, right? But it just depends if they have cell towers in your area, guys. And I do get good speeds off of this in some certain spots in my house. Like certain spots in my house, like my MiFi, my, like in the video, I put it in like a terrible spot where I got the double roof and the tent in a corner where I barely get any signals, and the signal go in and out. It was able to connect to the internet, but in the optimal conditions, to where I'm dependent on it, the MiFi blows it out of the water, and it's simply because they're just not in my area like they are in other places. Verizon is the #1, guys, as far as like coverage wise, but because they're #1, they have a lot of congestions on their towers, especially in urban spaces. I'm in like a semi-rural space in between urban and rural, right? So I would like a semi-rural space. It is what it is. at&t, they got a contract with the government, and I forget what they call it, FirstNet, and that might be the band 17 that I'm talking about. But anyway, they got a contract with the government, and basically they updated all of their towers. And what that means is that first responders, hospitals or whatever, they have a special channel just for them. So when the networks are congested, they automatically get what they call network priority. So let's say if there's a terror attack or a hurricane, and you're trying to call people on your cell phone, is, you know, all calls are going to be placed, all calls, texts, and data is going to be placed in a management situation. So the first calls that's going to go out will be those that you know are on that band. First responders, firefighters, police, hospitals. The second tier are customers that are contract customers, right? And then the third tier would be prepaid customers. Prepaid customers would be such as hotspots. And that's how the network management work. Guys, we got 28 likes. We got 41 people up in here. If I can get some more people to thumbs up, we got a couple of more minutes to go. Just quickly give me a thumbs up, and what that does is it let YouTube send out more notification. The more thumbs up, the more people know that we're live, and it's the more people that I can help. I'm dropping this knowledge. You don't have to pay for it. I'm just telling you things and tricks and tips that I have learned. I'm just appreciative of you guys allowing me to reach 17,000 subscribers, and it's been a long road. It's been a long road, and I know 17,000 is not 100,000. But it is a lot of people. Average person on YouTube would never reach 10,000 subscribers. I'm gonna say it again. The average YouTuber would never reach 10,000 subscribers. So I'm definitely punching above my weight right here, and I couldn't do it without you guys. So those are like the bands and stuff work, the antennas and stuff work. Though, you know, when you're looking at coverage areas, you definitely got to make sure that you are in a good coverage area. High69, thank you again for another super chat. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. One more tip as far as like hotspots. If you're looking to do, where's that? If you're looking to do the MiFi, I have had this conversation a lot. The MiFi 700, MiFi 700, they got different versions. This is primarily an older version, MiFi 700. If you get it and it keep cutting off and on, it could be a battery issue. But before you go ahead and send it back to the same sender, go into your settings on there and click software update. It is a known bug that the old software was buggy, which caused it to shut off and on. And if you're buying it off of Amazon, sometimes these things just stay in the warehouse and they haven't been updated. So go ahead and update the software, and it should fix it. If it don't fix the situation, send it back, guys. Go ahead and send it back. You know, you send it back, boom, get your new one and move on. Like I said, it's not a specific hotspot. If you're using the method, the game changer method, you're gonna have to be a hotspot that's compatible with AT&T. So the first thing that we look for, when I say we, I look for the cheapest, and I look for the ones that got the most stars. Man, when you notice, if you have been a avid hunter of hotspots like I have been, then you know you mainly not going to find a lot of good stars with hotspots. And the reason why is because the average person don't have the knowledge to get the most out of hotspots. But just because the hotspot is unlocked and you say it's compatible with AT&T, you want to make sure that they have the correct bands. In the video, I show you the bands that AT&T run off of. You want to make sure that you can hit most of those bands with the hotspot. I brought a hotspot and they said it was compatible with AT&T, but they only had one band that AT&T was supplying. So that means whenever I was in network management or whatever, you know, I was in a different spot, I wasn't able to take advantage of those different bands. And so I was stuck with that hotspot. Lesson learned, guys. And that's what I'm doing in that video, is teaching you guys the lesson learned and giving you guys the way forward. Thank you, J Mac 0929. Thank you. Another thing, guys, when it comes down to managing your customers, there's Google spreadsheets. I have a video on that of how you can manage your customers. Also, when you buy the $25, what I say buy, you get a donation for $25 and you get the video. Read the description. There's a lot of supporting documents, such as websites, such as tools like Tower Founders, other supporting videos, questions. You know, what I did was when I get a lot of questions from my students, I make a video about it, and then I go ahead and I post that video and I link it in the description. So I'm constantly updating that description of that video. So when you click on that video, read the description, because there's a lot of supporting material, and that way you don't have to email me with a question, and the only thing I'm going to do is just send you a link to the same video that you could have watched yourself, and that will save you time, especially if you're dealing with customers. So managing your customers, you can use a free Google spreadsheet, and I have a video on how you can do that, how you can manage your customers. So that's another thing, is manage your customer. A question that I always get is that, so if I'm setting up a client, do I have to create a new email for them each time I go to the site and sign up for a new service? Every client you have should have an email. So if Honeybee was to buy a hotspot for me, I would have an email address, honeybee@gmail.com. Right? When I go to the AT&T site, that vendor site, I'm going to put Honeybee. I'm going to create this email. Then I'm going to put it in there, and I'm going to have a password. Honeybee don't see that information. That's my information only. That's in my spreadsheet. So when Honeybee come due, I know her email address and the password that I created for that account specifically, and I can go and I can make adjustments to that account. If I got to go in there and I got to change the IME number, I can go into that account and I can do that. I also have a video on how you can change your IME number via the site. So you can do it that way too. And the reason why you don't want her to have that information, because she's going to get notices from the site. So if you charging her $90, but the site is only you charge her $90, but the site is only $35, she's going to get an email saying that, hey, you know, your bill is due $35. Then why does she need you? The whole purpose of this, guys, is to buy cheap, sell high. Anything else you do in life, buy cheap, sell high. Take what you mean by buy cheap, sell high. Look, I can't tell you what price you can sell this for. In the video, I give some recommendations at the prices you can sell, but I can't tell you what your market dictates, because you got some people like my sister out there in Mississippi, like they're paying like $180, and they get speed 60 megabytes, you know, out there in the woods, 60 megabytes down, and I think like 30 up or something like that. But they only get like what it is, they only can use like 12 gigs, and not the 12 gigs they get throttled. So when a new week come in, they probably can watch like 5 movies on Netflix, and then the internet is unusable. So if they live in an area like that and you bring that game changer to them, then obviously if they're paying 180 for something that they barely can use, obviously you can up your price. It just depends the area and where you at. Alexander, what's your speed on the speed test when you're using it yourself? So if you're talking about if I'm doing it on my phone is always a bit higher than my hotspot. And the reason why my phone is always higher than the hotspot is because typically when I'm buying hotspots, let me get them in my hand, guys. Typically, that's what she said. Typically when I'm buying hotspots, I'm looking for bargains. So I don't want a hotspot that's too old, that doesn't support the newer bands, but I don't want like the Netgear M1, because the Netgear M1 would be good if you're using it for yourself, but it's not good to resell it unless you are in a very affluent area and again, you have to market it to your customers. The area that I live in, people probably would not buy a device for $200, $300, right? They probably wouldn't buy the device and then turn around and have to pay monthly fees. But I can definitely get them to buy a device for $100. And what I do, guys, is it's $190, what I call it installation fee. You get $190 installation fee, and then I have 2 basic packages, either X amount of dollars or X amount of dollars. And the reason why I charge them $190 upfront basic fee is I make them pay for the hotspot upfront. That way, if they don't pay their bills, I didn't lose any money. Right? I didn't lose any money, guys. And I recommend that you do that too also. So we're approaching, y'all guys know that I like to do an hour. I try not to go over an hour, so we're approaching an hour. Still got 43 people watching, man. Thank you guys once again, and we can get a couple of more thumbs up. That'd be great. We can get a couple more thumbs up. That'd be great. 43 people watching. We should be able to get a couple of more thumbs up before we wrapped up and ended. I said a lot today. I explained the situation about the game changer and how it's not the hotspot. I explained the situation about me and Lee or whatever, the misunderstanding, which Lee, according to the information that he sent me via email, and myself also really didn't know that we had a misunderstanding. And I was saying this earlier, and I got sidetracked. A lot of times subscribers are not out for you. Certain subscribers, man, they like picking up mess. And so I've been in a situation where subscribers have sent me videos or information on other people, whether it be another IPTV company or another YouTube, another content creator, YouTuber. And, this is their platform, guys. It's their platform. I feel like this, as long as no one is not naming you by name, you should be good to go. But I also feel like if you're a brand, you also have to govern yourself as such. It depends on who you want to be and how you want to be. And you guys seen that, DST have had some confrontations with people, and some members of DST have addressed certain confrontation with different people. But it's rare if you ever see me get on my channel and go ahead and address different things, because I'm a brand, and I feel like, certain things had to be handled in the background, because I don't want my subscribers feeding into the frenzy. When I turn on this camera and I turn on these lights, I'm not like other people. I have people tell me basically in the comment section, when I talk about making money, they're like, well, I do YouTube for a hobby. It ain't good for you. I'm not in that position. I have done YouTube for a hobby before. It didn't work out for me, because one of the things starting to happen is that you have the boundless time. And in my line of work, time is money, people. And this is my theory of what justified me to turn on this camera. And not to mention not to mention the moral obligation I feel like I have as it relates to my faith. So how can I benefit myself and my family and still help people? And one of the ways I can do it is that I can turn on the camera and I can share knowledge, and either it's through affiliates, or either through sponsorship, or either through selling a product. That's what that $25 donation is. It's a finished product. You don't have to go nowhere. All the information is right there, and the proof is in the pudding. Lucky Lens Entertainment, I sent you $25 already, but I haven't had time to try try it out yet, but I am very soon. Man, Lucky, hey, go ahead, man, and try it out. I say, man, Lucky Lens Entertainment. I don't know if you're male or female, so please excuse me. I should use more. My verbiage should be more gender neutral. You know, old habits. So, but yeah, try it out. Hot 69, hey Tech, we will make more donations to your channel Wednesday. Keep up the awesome work, brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Uno, can I have your email address? Uno up there hustling in the comment section. Uno gonna have to give me some royalties. Kids Gage, that's my sister. Cash out me too. Laugh out loud. You need to come up with a product. I already told y'all. Hey guys, look. I hope she don't mind me sharing this with y'all, but I'm gonna go ahead and give my sister a plug. She's kids, if you could put your email address, if you feel comfortable, put your email address in the chat. My sister is a prolific couponer, and she most importantly or specifically, she have a niche for penny sales at the dollar store, which that's a whole nother subject. And so what she's about to do, she's about to start selling, reselling some of the items that she has, so you guys be able to get a great discount. She's going to be starting a I believe an eBay account. She's going to be starting an eBay account, so you guys want to get some great information. I ain't gonna say information because she's selling products. If you guys want to get some cheap products cheaper than you would pay for, if she feel comfortable, put your email up in the chat. Email her when she get everything set out. She'll send you when she get everything set up. I can't talk. What they got in these bangs, man? When she get everything set up, she send you an email and let you know. She'll send you an email and let you know when she's all set up, and then you'll be able to go see whatever catalog she have. So that'd be great right there, guys. If she put an email in the chat, then you go ahead, hit her up with the email. Let me go ahead. I see she put it in there. There you go right there, Kids Gage. Send her an email, guys. When she's all set up, she'll be able to show you exactly what she's selling, and go out and support her, man. Support my sister, man. It's all about support. And that's what I want to do, support her. I'm getting on her just like I get on you guys. It's money to be made out here. Only thing you got to do is have a product, buy low, sell high. Be reasonable, be honest with the people. Hot 69, thank you again for yet another super chat. Alexander, when I send the $25 donation, what happen next? So when you send me the $25 donation, if you're sending it Cash App or via PayPal, all the information in the description of this video, make sure that you include your email. Make sure that you include the email that you want it to go to. For example, I have had people send me a Cash App with no email. Well, the way Cash App works is that I can't get in touch with you. I can't get in touch with you, and to send that money back to you is going to cost me money. I'm not in the business of losing money. So make sure that you include your email, the email that you want it to go to. With PayPal, I have had it so when people send me a PayPal, they don't include the email that they want it to go to. They just send me the email. They just send me the donation. But with PayPal, PayPal's automatic link to a email. So what I do, I send it to an email. Then I get like a couple of hours later or the next day, I get an email to the channel and be like, "Hey, Tech, I sent you the money, but I never got blase." So I said, "But send me a screenshot." They sent me a screenshot because people always looking to get over some people. So they sent me a screenshot, and I'm like, "Look, you didn't include in the email, and this the email that I sent it to that was connected to your PayPal." Well, I don't ever check that email, guys. If you don't send me the email, I don't know where to send it. So Alexandra, once you send me the PayPal or the Cash App donation with your email, I say allow me up to 5 hours. And the reason why it's almost instantly, usually sometimes it's a couple of hours, it just depends. I work a full-time job. I'm very active in the community and in my church, so give me at least 5 hours, and I'm servicing other people and other endeavors that I have. Give me up to 5 hours, and I'm going to send you, I'm going to email you the link to the video with all of the supporting material. Again, once you get the video, don't just watch the video, but also look at the description of that video. There's a lot of supporting material in that video, and you can watch the video over and over and over again. We all have different learning curves. We all learn at a different level, and that's a great thing. Once you buy the video, you can watch it over and over again, Alexandra. So that's what happens. Whenever you send it, you get the video and you go from there. Hey, I can give you the tools, but you got to have the hustle. I'm gonna say it again. I can give you the tools, but you got to have the hustle. Any more questions? All right, so where we at? We at 58 minutes, 59 minutes. So we got about a minute to go, guys. Thank you once again for the 17,000 subscribers. Thank you once again for taking the time out mid-Friday and, you know, come and bless the channel. Thank you for listening to me share the knowledge that I'm learning. Be on the lookout for new products that I'm going to be coming out with. And also, guys, support Uno. You know, one of the things I say about Uno Nice, you know, DST, we don't like people to listen in, our subscribers, because I work hard for you guys. Somewhere along the line, you guys develop trust in me to where you subscribe, and to maintain that trust, I want to be protective of you. I want to be protected of your purse, your wallet. And that's why we don't allow a lot of people to advertise on our channels. But if you go through the proper methods and if you ask, and if in the past you have been a trusted broker, then it's up for the YouTuber to allow it. And Uno Nice have been in support of most of all of DST, and, you know, been good about asking if he can go ahead and advertise. And I don't know if he used my method to get the numbers, but here's the most important thing. I have heard good things about his number. So if one person come and tell me, hey man, Uno Nice IMEI numbers is not working, then I'm gonna be like, hey Uno, man, give me an email, you know. Or if he try to put in the chat, hey, stop doing that, because I don't want to have misinformation out to my subscribers. I want to be protective of you guys. You know, that I feel like that's my obligation with this platform, is to make sure that you're getting the best information that I can give you possible. So shout out to Uno. Also support Kizzy Gage. She put an email out there. Kizzy, put your email in there again. She's going to be setting up an eBay store, and she's going to be selling some cheap items. I know she had blessed me with a lot of things, man, a lot of things. So sell low, buy high, guys. That's the key to success. If you want to be wealthy, if you want to be rich, it's about your drive. Karen, thank you so much. Karen, thank you. It's about your drive. Thank you, Hot 69, for coming through. Congratulations. When you reach 30,000 by the end of the month, you should have a giveaway. Oh man, if I reach 30,000 by the end of the month, man, I might consider a giveaway. Look, one of the things I tell people about the channel is that this channel have giveaway a lot of things. I just don't advertise. Like the last big giveaway I had was from a company, and they give away three robot vacuum cleaners. And so basically I agreed to do the review, and I was like, look, if I do the review, what do my subscribers get? What do my viewers get? And it was like, well, we can, you know, we can give them a robot vacuum, and I think the vacuums is somewhere like $300 a piece, and so that's close to $1,000 giveaway. I gave away drones on this channel before, headphones on this channel before. Believe it or not, man, giveaways really don't grow the channel. What it does is it brings in a certain crowd. You have people, guys, that just go from channel to channel and just apply for giveaways. So yeah, I think giveaways, when possible, you can do it. Sometimes it's more of a hassle than a benefit to the channel. It might benefit the individual, but it might not necessarily benefit the channel. So definitely, I would say when you reach big milestones, you can consider doing giveaways. So I reached 30,000, man. I would definitely consider doing a giveaway, guys. As always, I ask that you share. Look, when I say share, don't go on your Facebook and just share the link to one of the videos. When I say share, I mean when you share it on your Facebook, tag people in it, people who you think who need it. I'm not saying you got to go ahead and tag every last person in your friend list, but tag people who you think need it. And I'm about to end it with this, is that the best way to be successful is to help other people. Let that sit in right there. The best way to be successful is to help other people, and here's why. Here's how success comes from helping other people. When you lift other people up, right? It's like building a pyramid. When you allow people to get on your back to go higher, and then they allow other people to get on their back to go higher and higher and higher, pretty soon, like I mentioned earlier, some of my students have become the teacher. Pretty soon, most reasonable persons out there, when they reach the plateau, they're going to remember how they got there. And no matter where you at in life, they're going to reach back to help you, or they're going to reach back and want to give back. So the more people you help be successful, the more successful you are, because you are networking. You creating, when you create successful people, you are successful. So man, don't be scared to share information with people. Don't be scared to bring people along your journey. Don't be scared to partner with people, and don't be scared to fail. Failure is part of it. And that's what it is. It's part of it. It's part of life. Look, I tell my kids, you can fail 1,000 times. You only have to be right once. You fail 1,000 times. You only have to be right once. I can bring the horse to water. I can give you the information, but I can't put drive in you. I can't put the hustle in you. I can't, I can motivate you. I can give you techniques. I can give you all of these tricks and secrets, and you can say, whoa, that's over my head. I'm not understanding it. Guess what? At one time it was over my head also, but I put in countless hours, stayed up late at night, and invested monies and time until I got a basic understanding. And when I got a basic understanding, I put together a product. And when I put together the product, I presented it to you. I could have kept the information to myself, but I was like, hey man, if I help them be successful, they're gonna help me be successful. If I help you be successful, you're going to help me be successful. The reason why so many people buy the video is because a lot of times people show up in the comment section and be like, hey, I got the video. Hey, thank you, Tech. Why? Because they successful with it. And the reason, and guys, y'all about to get me preaching up here. And the reason why they're able to be successful and I'm able to be successful is that each time they have a question, I have the answer. If I don't have the answer, I start the process over again and I research till I find the answer. And once I answer that person, I do a video because I know somebody else is going to have that same question. And so I make once you get the video, I continually support that video. I continually update that description, answering questions that other people have. Boom. So when you get stuck and you get in that rut, you already got an answer right there. Why? Because I monitor my students. They email me, they message me, bang, 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 bang. I'm giving them information. That's how great customer service, helping other people, having a clear vision, having a clear goal. And here's another thing too, guys. As you are signing up people, as you going out there, you sign up people for hotspots, IPTV, whatever you're selling, and you're gathering their information, keep that data. Right now, all of my students that's listening right now, I'm going to tell you, nothing is forever. I had somebody ask me a question that was like, well, yeah, somebody said that this was this company had this service and that company had that service, and blase. And they was like, so how long you think it's going to be around with this at&t method? And my answer is that I don't know. But if you can save money this month and save money next month, that's 2 months of money that you save. Nothing is forever. Take advantage of the situation that you have now, right? And then look forward to your next business endeavor. You're not going to be successful by being monolithic. You're not going to be. Thomas say, I finally sold my first hotspot today, and I did my own research. I can't believe I did it, man. Shout out to you, Thomas, man. Shout out to you, man. That's what I'm talking about. Having that hunger, having that drive, and he did it by himself. So you have to have that hunger. You have to have that drive, guys, to go forward. I lost my train of thought. Forgot what I was saying. I just got excited when I seen him say he sold his first hotspot. Just let me know that he took that initiative. Let me know that he had that drive. Arlene Hicks. Hey, hello, honeybee. So there are mostly no AT&T towers in the dirty South, just Verizon. I don't know what you mean by dirty South. I live in Louisiana. I consider that to be the dirty South. We have AT&T towers. You know, we do. We have AT&T towers. Thank you again, Hot 69. Keep up the awesome work. All right, guys. I'm a little over. I'm 9 minutes over. Once again, thank you for coming out. Shout out to Thomas, man, because I was I was on a rant, but yeah. Last thing to finish my thought. Look for that next business opportunity. Nothing is forever. Look for that next business opportunity. You're not going to get wealthy by being monolithic. You're not going to be wealthy by focusing on one niche. And the prime example I'm going to use as we come to the end of our time today is Blockbuster. You remember Blockbuster? Netflix came on the scene and Blockbusters refused to adjust. They refused to adjust to the changing landscape. Look where they're at now, because they just wanted to make all of their money just within that niche. That niche went away. Amazon came on the scene. Look at Walmart. Now Walmart offering 1 day, same day delivery. You know, Walmart offer, you can call into Walmart or go into the app in Walmart, and now you can drive up and then load up your car. See, they're making adjustments to that competition, and that's the same thing I'm saying with you. You might be selling hotspots today, but put money away to look at that new business avenue. Look at that, to be wealthy, you have to have many businesses, and you're gonna have many failures, but collect those lessons learned, like I have over the years. I learned a lot. I failed a lot. I'm gonna say it again. I failed a lot. I learned a lot from my failures. Do it hurt? Yes, it hurt. Don't be scared to ask. Don't be scared to ask. You might feel silly. You might feel insignificant. And some people might be rude to you, but keep on asking, because the majority of the people that I have asked questions to have been more than willing to share that information. Just imagine a person that have a whole bunch of knowledge, right, and no one to share it with. And when you find that person, boom, that's a gold mine. And I have found a lot of people like that. Paul said, all the talk of hotspots, do you have to have unlimited internet on your mobile phone provider? Paul, the hotspot is separate from your mobile phone account. It's a whole different account, and the method that we use it's different. It's different than what you would use for your phone account. So it's different. Closed mouth will never get fed. Yeah, Big June, you right, man. Closed mouth never get fed. Ask. Try. Fail. When I say failure, guys, I'm not saying mortgage your house and put all of your eggs in one basket. Take calculated risks. And say, like, if all right, I got $5,000. No, I ain't gonna say that. Say I got $50. I got $50. All right. I want to invest this $50 in something. What can I invest this $50 into? Now, using that example, say you buy a Fire Stick. You go ahead and you buy a Fire Stick. All right. You program that Fire Stick by watching free videos like Superdell or my video on how to program Fire Sticks, or anyone out there on YouTube. I don't want this to be self-promotion right now. I'm just telling you how to buy low, sell high. You sell that Fire Stick. You buy that Fire Stick for $50. Sell that Fire Stick for $80. Sell that Fire Stick for $80. You got $80. All right. You program the Fire Stick, you sold it for $80. Buy another Fire Stick. Don't spend $80. Buy another Fire Stick. Take that Fire Stick, program it. Now you got $30 profit. All right, because you sold the other one for $80. You got $30 profit left. You reinvested $50. You got another Fire Stick. The only thing else is gonna require you a little time to program it. You got $30 left. Out that $30, take $10 and find an IPTV service that you can get one line for $10. Buy that one line, right? And now take that Fire Stick, program it, put an IPTV on there, and sell it for $120. Because now they're getting a free month of cable. All right, a free month of cable. Okay, so you went from only having $50 to making $80 to now you selling it for $120. Okay, and now you got a customer that's going to pay you residual income, some people call it, to where you're getting money off of them every month. Cause that $10 service that you brought, you're going to charge them $20 a month. So they got a Fire Stick, and now they got a monthly subscription. So you more than double your money off the Fire Stick. Plus you had enough money to invest into another product. Your first investment was with Fire Stick. Your second investment was IPTV, and now you're getting money every month. $20 every month. And so now you can, it just depends on how you want to ramp it up. You can reinvest some of the profits you made for that 120 back into more Fire Sticks, back into more IPTVs, or whatever. But it's how fast and how much you want to scale it up. But you literally can go from $50 to literally having $100 and some dollars in your pocket, plus getting money every month. This is not hard, people. This is not hard. This is not hard. I'm telling you. When you invest in something, look for other investments. You got to have that hustle. You got to be curious. You got to be curious, and you got to be willing to fail. And know that failure comes with its own success. Know that failure comes with its own success. Look, if y'all seen my video about my life story, I did a couple of videos kind of explain to you where I'm at in life. The reason why I made it in life is because I had a lot of failures, but I had a lot of people to help me, and I put myself in a position to where I wasn't afraid to ask. When I wrote my first grant, I didn't have any formal grant writing training. I just did the research. I looked at other grants. I formed relationships with funders. You know, what do you guys look for in a grant? I want to write a grant. I don't know how to write a grant, you know. And so my first grant was, I think it was like $25,000, and we got it. And then I started writing grants for $50,000, and then grants. I participated in a group writing a grant for what it was, $500,000, $300,000. It was a group of us. It was my supervisor at the time. Now I am a co-director of the company. So when she retired, me and another person was voted in by the board. But we were working with a group of people until where everybody had their part to write in the grant. And we got a grant it was a federal grant for close to $500,000. And then on my own with my colleague, we recently just wrote a grant for $150,000. So I went from a person that never wrote a grant before to being curious, studying how grants work, and talking to funders and seeing what they're looking for in grants. Building relationships is no different than the business. You build relationships with people. What do you like in the IPTV service? What do you look for with your internet? What's to stop you from emailing IPTV service? Be like, man, look, you can have more customers if you just include channel 14. You know, look, building relationships, putting your money where it can grow, scaling it up how much you want to scale up. But you literally can go from little to nothing. You can start off with $20 and $50, and you can make money off of it. You just scale it up how you want it. I can give scenarios all day. If you wake up broke one morning and you like, I don't have any money, what can I do to make money? Watch the video how to get an IMEI number, how to sell it on eBay, put it on eBay, and over time you can start making money and you'll sleep. And that's no money up front, just you going from nothing to something. Guys, don't devalue yourself. You can wake up in the morning, you don't have no money. Hey, go on your Facebook page, watch a couple videos and be like, hey, I program Fire Sticks for $20. I program Fire Sticks for $30. Boom. Somebody be here. I just brought a fire. Hey, I just brought a fire stick. Come to your house. Boom, program it. You woke up broke. Now you got $30 in your pocket. What you gonna do with those $30? Reinvest in something else. You still got your programming business going on. Reinvest some of that $30 into something else. Buy high, sell low. Man, I can do this all day, man. Can do this all day. Yeah, so now I'm 18 minutes over. Still got some of you guys in here. So thank you. 17,000 guys. Let's go forward. Share these videos. Go out there, guys. Tell people, hey, I know this guy called Tech in the Bathroom. Awesome channel. I learned a lot. He do product reviews, but he also teaches us. He also teaches us. He can't talk, but he teaches us how to be our own boss as he learn and he share. So go ahead and subscribe to his channel. And I think, yeah, look, more importantly, when getting new subscribers, guys, everyone that's not going, every subscriber I have will not subscribe to our methods. Everyone's not going to have our mindset. Some people are going to come in and they're going to take a dump on the channel. Some people are going to come in and they're not going to buy into it. And that's all right. That's all right, man. Everyone in life would not agree with you. That's okay. That's okay, man. My wife don't agree with everything I do. But if it works for you, keep it going. If it doesn't work for you, hey, go ahead, count your losses and try something again. Just because it's done work for you doesn't make my method wrong. And just because my method is working for you doesn't make someone else's method wrong. It just means that if you find something that works, you stay with it. But always look to broaden your horizon. Thank you again for the 17,000 guys. If you want the video, look in the description. Look in the description of this video, all the detail right there, how you can get this video. Honeybee, you can't be afraid of learning new things. That's why we are all here. Yes, you can't be afraid. William Terry, thank you for the uplifting talk. Anytime, man. Man, I want to end it, but I can't go without saying this, guys, and I'm not trying to get emotional or whatever, but if you really knew the story of my life, then you see why I am, all of my videos I say taking a bath in the bathroom is the only place you can play with your products in peace. If you want to support the channel, go ahead and check out my ebook, and I point right there. You see that ebook? If you look at the ebook closely, the man that set himself on fire, you can see the picture on there. You can see that I literally was in the gas fire. My whole face was burnt off, and that's why you see like I got discolorations on different parts of my face or whatever, scars and stuff. You see me do the product review, scars and stuff. That was a traumatic experience in and of itself. I've been incarcerated. I was arrested and I was accused of 3 felonies in Louisiana. We have a law called habitual offender law, and I was looking at life in jail. I got arrested for something that I didn't even do. It took me a year of my life, a year of uncertainty, right? Of not knowing, if I was going to be free or not. This is my second marriage. My first wife left, and when she left, I had 3 boys to raise on my own. So I've been through different stages in life at different points in life, man, and I face adversity. In my life, and I'm no different than you guys. You guys have your own story. I'm just one of those that's willing to share my stories. So I face adversity in life, and being able to face adversity and somewhat overcome adversity, because we always gonna have problems. I developed this mindset of being fearless. Is that if I can't control life, let me go out here and ride the wave. Let's go out here and ride the wave. It's just like a fisherman, man. When you go fishing, you don't know what you're going to catch. But if you're fishing at the bottom and you stay there all day and you're not catching nothing at the bottom, what you going to do? You're going to wind your reel in, and you're going to switch up your fishing rod. You're going to cast it back out there. You're going to fish at the top. And if you fish at the top and it's not biting, you're going to wind it back out there and you're going to change your bait. And if you change your bait and nothing not biting, what you going to do? You're going to go to a different spot. I'm talking about good fishermen here. You're like I'm preaching, my preaching voice. Talking about a good fisherman here. You're going to go to a different spot. And you're going to use all of the lessons you learned from the first spot that you were fishing. I fishing at the bottom, that didn't work. I fishing at the top, that didn't work. I fishing with this bait and that didn't work. And you're going to start the process all over again in a different location. But the whole goal is to catch fish, man. The whole goal is to catch fish. And that is no different in life, is that you got to be willing. When you fishing, you can't see where the fish at. Unless you got a fish finder, but that's a whole other story. But typically when you're fishing from shore, right, you can't see where the fish at. You're going off of muscle memory. You're going off of what worked for you last time in that spot. You're going off what people told you about that area, the historical data of the area. You know, when you go fishing in this area, you need to do this. When you go fishing in the area, you need to do that. You know, or they biting. When I pull up to a spot to go fishing, I be like, man, they biting? Be like, yeah, what they biting off, man? They biting off a shrimp, or they biting off of minnows, you know? So you're gathering data from people. Hey, man, what's been working for you when you sell this product? Hey, what this community is like is no different. And then you try, and then boom, you get that fish on the line. When you get that fish on the line, man, you got to know exactly how to hold on to that fish to make sure that it don't get off. The same way you gotta wheel it in. Same way you gotta hold your pull. Keep tension on it. Wheel it in slow. Let it run a little bit. Pull it back in. It's levels to this of being successful. It's failures. And just when you enter into a good business agreement and you think you got everything together and you think you're ready to roll out a product, or when a product is in your opinion ready to be rolled out, and it's like, all right, yeah, but you got these zoning issues, boom, fish off the line. You gonna give up? No. I know it got fish in that water. I'm gonna go ahead and confront these zoning issues, or I'm gonna go ahead and confront this tax issue. And once I fix this issue, I'm going back in the water. If you ever miss a fish, the first thing a real fisherman or fishing person does, the first thing that they do is they try to hurry up and get back in the water. Same thing with business, guys. Once you hit that niche, you got to get back in that water. You got to get back in that water. Oh, man, I almost had that deal. Oh, man, I almost sold that Fire Stick. Oh, man, I almost sold that panel for the IPTV service. Shh, I'm about to go back in there. I'm about to email them back. Hey, man, look, I didn't have no credits. I got no credits now. You got to be that hungry, man. Big June said too many people sit around and self-pity, complaining about what they don't have instead of enjoying what they do have. You're right, man. And you know, look, depression is a real deal, man. Depression is a real deal. And just the stories of my life, I'm not afraid to say that I have had times in my life where I've been depressed. I mean, who wouldn't? My first wife walked out on me. My youngest son was 5. Or 5 or 4, something like that. Probably younger than that. When my first wife walked out on me, so he had to be, let me see, 3. He was 3. My youngest son was 3. Just made 3 years old. My first wife walked out on me. I had 3 boys. We have 6 kids. Me and my wife. She had 2 girls. I have 2 sons, and we have a son together. And when my first wife walked out on me, I had literally 3 boys to raise by myself. Here, the story get even better. Talking about adversity, I'm trying to help somebody right here. The story get even better. So my first wife left. She came back down one time. She missed a plane, and she needed to use the car. Of course, we haven't got a divorce yet or whatever. She just was gone. So of course, the car, community property, I let her use the car because she said she was coming back the next week. Took the car, never brought it back. Not sending money for the kids. I'm the sole supporter of the kids. And whatever she was going through in life, I'm not trying to take a dump on her because we all go through our different things in life. Sole supporter of the kids. So now I don't have any vehicle to get back and forth to work or to bring the kids to the doctor or whatever. I had to overcome that, people. I had got laid off at one time. Just me and my boys. I had to overcome that, people. It's hard to put in words the level of determination the individual have to have just to live on this earth. I'm gonna say this again. My story is not unique. A lot of you have stories that's probably even worse than mine. I'm just sharing with you, as it is with business, it's the same way in life. You have to have the ability to overcome. You're gonna have failures. You're gonna have obstacles. Guess what? You're gonna cry sometimes. Life hurts. But the good news is, when you wake up the next day, you have an opportunity to do it all over again. That's the good news, is that look, I say this too, man. If I knew then what I know now, oh man, y'all gotta be preaching. I supposed to be saying, hey, well look, 17,000. Y'all need to hear a good sermon from me. If I knew then what I know now, man, look, I said that too. I'm guilty of that. But guess what? You know what you know what you know now. What you gonna do? What you know now? You can't go back in the past. What you gonna do? What you know now? So when you wake up the next day, use the lessons from the day before to improve the next day. And people gonna tell you no. Know why people gonna tell you no? Because they don't see your vision. Know why they gonna say you can't do it? Because they don't have your drive. You know, so more, look, you're gonna get told, again, you're gonna get told no more times than you get told yes. You only need that one yes. Only that one yes. Right now I'm into a business adventure, and it's like we keep getting told no. Me and my partner keep getting told, I ain't gonna say no, but roadblocks keep getting put up on every hand, and it's very disheartening. But I stay up, I meditate, I pray on it, and I come up with ideas, bounce ideas off of him, and it's like, hey, let's do it this way, let's do it that way. Why? Because we see the potential of what we're trying to do. We see the potential of what we're trying to do. So learn from the day before. Don't give up. Bill Gates, when Bill Gates said he wanted to create software for computers, at the time computers was mainly these big old things. They was used for accounting, mostly for accounting, right? Tallying numbers and coding and all of that, right? He had a vision that he wanted a computer to be in everyone's home, and he wanted to develop software that people can use computers to help them in their everyday life. No one was able to see that. No one was able to see that. That was his vision. He literally had the capacity to bring the whole world into his mind. This is what I say about being your own boss. This is what I mean by being different. Instead of going and be a consumer, instead of going and following someone else's dream, there's nothing wrong with supporting other people's dreams. Like I said, the more people you support, the more successful you're going to be. But you got to develop the capacity to bring people into your mind. Create your environment. When people tell you no, they're only telling you no because they don't see what you see. And as you have an obligation to make your vision plain, to make your vision clear, to make your vision concise, and you have an obligation to push your agenda. No one is not, look, they make fun of me all the time. You see me on the show, I'll be like, shit, you better get those hotspots, $25 video. Ain't no one gonna promote you like you're gonna promote yourself. No one's gonna promote you like you're gonna promote yourself. You are your best promoter. People, you can do this. You can do this. There's nothing special about me. And I still have my struggles financially, spiritually, and mentally. I still have my struggles. But guess what? Jesus said the poor gonna be with you always. Guess what? You always gonna have problems. You always gonna have situations. But what are you going to do about it? Because that's opportunity out here. That's opportunity. I didn't see people come up. Look, I didn't see people that started off with YouTube, started off with me, and boom, they passed me up. Why? Because they was more hungry. They was hungrier than me. They was making more sacrifice and making more videos than me. They were researching more than me. You know, and sometimes I don't believe in luck. I believe that you know, that preparation and opportunity to meet, people call that luck. Nah, they was prepared for that success. So prepare yourself now. Go fishing. Roll with the punches. Use your past knowledge or use other people's past knowledge. Pick people's brains. Ask questions. Buy low, sell high. It's going to work. You can do it. You can do it. And when people doubt you, or like when I first came out with the video and people call me a scammer, don't be afraid to challenge people. Sometimes I challenge people and they've been proven right. What do tech do when I challenge somebody and I'm wrong and they're right? What do tech do? Know what I do? I say, oh, my bad, man, you right. It doesn't make me less than a man. It doesn't make me less than a human being, right? The only thing that does is show that I'm honest, show that I'm consistent. And when I'm able to say that I'm wrong, when I say something else, or I do something else, then the people that truly know me and follow me, they're gonna know that it's coming from a good space, and they're gonna know that if tech is wrong, that they have the ability to critique me, constructive criticism, right? And know that I'm willing to learn. Because if I knew it all, guys, if I knew it all, Well, I ain't gonna even say that phrase because no one knows it all, right? I'm just gonna go out on the limb and say no one knows it all. So I don't know it all. I might come up with some theories based on my life experience and say, hey, this is why I think what I believe. I base my belief off this article. And somebody might come back and say, well, that's an old article, or that article been debunked before. And if you can prove that article been debunked, or my mindset is wrong based off of facts, right? Based off of data, right? There's nothing wrong with saying I was wrong. So challenge people, man. Challenge people, challenge yourself. Man, this is a great live to me. Like I rarely, I like to encourage people, but the thing about it is that I just get sick and tired of people, feeling like they can't do it. Feeling like they can't do it. Guys, look, I told you this before. I have hearing issues, right? I haven't passed the hearing test since I was in the 3rd grade. I live in Louisiana. I have an accent, and plus I have a strong list. So I had this ear surgically repaired so I can hear. Basically was legally deaf. This ear I haven't went back and got it repaired because I just had issues with it. With the complications from the first surgery, I never went back. I supposed to wear glasses. When I don't hear what people say, I try to read their lips and I try to comprehend the words and syllables that I do hear. And that's how I kind of like see what's going on, because I don't hear well. So I don't see well, so I'm trying to watch people's lips or whatever, and I'm trying to comprehend what I am picking up. Plus, because I can't hear, I don't hear all of the syllables. So my whole life, I grew up talking with a Louisiana accent, and plus not hearing. That's why a lot of my words are chopped off. And we talk fast in Louisiana, not hearing properly, right? So I tell people I can't hear, I can't talk, and I can't see. When I walk in a room in a meeting, when I go sit around a boardroom and I'm in a meeting for the state stuff, and I'm representing NGOs or something like that, or if I'm in a business endeavor and I'm around the table with other people, I'm the hardest working person in the room, because I can't see, I can't hear, and I can't speak well on some things. But guess what I do for a living? I listen to people. I write a lot for work, so I got to see what I'm writing, right? And I speak. I get paid to speak. Funders fly me around the country. My job fly me around the country to speak. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a preacher. So my disability does not hinder me from starting a YouTube channel, does not hinder me from starting a business, does not hinder me from entering into business endeavors, does not hinder me from advocating for my community. Disabilities are overcome by acknowledging your defaults, right? And overcome your defaults. That's it. I only can be the best tech I can be. And I have limitations. And guess what? I realize that a lot of people I talk to have limitations. My limitation might be my hearing, might be my sight, might be my speech. Your limitation, your shortcomings might be something else. But one thing is not shortcoming. One shortcoming I'm not going to have is that hunger, is that thirst to better my life and better lives for others around me. I'm a firm believer that if I help people, as I learn and as I share, if I'm helping people, I'm a firm believer that they're going to reach back and help me. They're going to reach back and help me. And they're going to help me because they're going to promote me. They're going to tell other people that, hey, man, this guy right here, he helped me. Go see him. Hey, I got this video. Go buy this video. That's how it is, guys. That's how it is. So 37 minutes over. I apologize. I've been supposed to let you guys go. It's almost 2 o'clock Central Time here. I just really wanted to share that with you guys. I got a little personal there. But those are some of the things that I overcame in my life. Something for you guys to take into consideration about becoming your own boss is that you have to decide that I can do it. You just realize that you don't know everything. Put this in your mind. I don't know everything. Put this in your mind. I'm going to be embarrassed. Put this in your mind. I'm going to make bad investments. Once you put all of those things in your mind, and you accept those things, you are in a good place. You are in a good place. And then moving forward, take calculated risks. Instead of risking this whole $100, I'm going to invest 15 of it, right? If I lose $15, it's gonna hurt, but I'm gonna learn from the. I'm gonna learn if the $15 investment doesn't work. I'm gonna learn from it. So that's what it is, people. That's what it is. Thank you guys for all of the super chats. Once again. If you're looking to get the video of the game changer, different hotspots, guys, remember the game changer is not a specific hotspot. The game changer is the method that we use. So go ahead and get the video, all the information in the description below. $25, I guarantee you, if you got that hungry. Oh no, nice, thank you for the $5 super chat. If you got the hungry and if you're thirsting for it and you about that hustle, I guarantee that video will change your life. I got people making $6 grand a month. I'm not even making $6 grand a month with this process, right? They got people making $6 grand a month they just took the video and they just took it to a whole nother level. You seen earlier, had a brother up in here, Thomas, he said he did his own research and he sold his first hotspot. It's possible, whether you get my video or not, it's possible that you can become your own boss. It's 2019, we about to go into 2020, people. The information, we are in the area now where the information out there can definitely help you push forward in life. No longer do you need big companies to help put you out there. You have the tools to put yourself out there. Now, how long this is gonna last, I don't know. But like I said earlier, if I save money this month and I save money next month and money the next month, and they cut it off after that, hey, I'm still 3 months up. And that's how you got to look at it. You might not make $50 off an investment. If you make $3, it's $3 richer, right? You just got to keep going, keep moving. Multiple investments, multiple endeavors, multiple ideas. Never stop learning. Never stop believing in yourself. And it's normal to have bad days. I'm gonna say this one more time. It's normal to have bad days. Thank you, Miss Hunter B, for putting that out there again. Bad days make us human. Don't allow anyone to tell you that you are a failure, because if they haven't failed in their life, then they're probably not successful. Failure will happen. It's just up to you whether or not you're going to stay in that position in life. My fate, all of those things I named that happened to me in my life, my fate helped me overcome those things. Be 100% honest, my fate helped me overcome those things. It's through my fate that I have crazy belief. I believe that I can walk on water. I believe I can do anything I put my mind to. It's a process. And the support of my family and friends. And sometimes you don't have the support of your family and friends. But surround yourself around good people. Surround yourself with people that are looking to make a difference. Start you some type of business today. You see my sister in here earlier, she put an email out there. She's starting a business. Start you some type of business today. Something is better than nothing. Man, thank you again. 17,000. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know what that is. Boop, 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 boop mean. I wanted to say something. A little bit more prolific, a little bit more. I don't know. I know what I tried to say. I probably need a soundboard. I should ask. I had some little clapping right there. 17,000 subs, guys. Thank you. Hotspot, guys. Look, save yourself some money. $25 donation. You definitely can get started on the right path. Start your business, whether it be a hotspot business, Wi-Fi business, internet business, IPTV service business, eBay business. Start your business. Sell high, buy cheap. It's your boy taking the bathroom, man. Thank you guys for putting up with me today. I just was on one of those things, man. I just hate for people to be in that run. I just hate for people to feel like they can't do it. I just hate for people to think just because their bills are due that that's not going to be a better day. I got bills due right now. My dad said pay Peter, rob Peter, pay Paul, make arrangements, you know. In my case, my wife not always happy with me because I always like to keep a little lanyard to buy a product, to do a review on it, or to buy a product and try to resell it. Each time I turn on this camera, I justify it to my family. I owe that to my family. Each time I turn on this camera, I owe it to my family to justify the things that I'm doing. So once again, it's your boy taking a bathroom. From the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for this journey. Thank you for the 17,000 subscribers. Hopefully we will reach 20,000 before Christmas. I want, hey, share all of my videos, guys. I want to get to 100,000. My goal is to get to 100,000 subscribers. I need that YouTube plaque hanging up somewhere up in here. So that's the goal. It's your boy taking the bathroom one more time. Peace, God bless. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe to all of my fellow flushers out there. The bathroom is the only place you can play with your gadgets in peace.